Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Cardcraft. Thanks for joining me again today. Part 2 of our little let's use up our 12 by 12 papers. So just a general recap, even though I just finished filming this, and you'll notice now I've got a band-aid on my finger. So we've used up all our little scraps. We've got them sitting in here, and here's our journal cover all ready to go. So what I like to do is pop all my coverings of the ones that I don't like, and I'll cover those first before I sew my signatures in, and then I can start to decorate. So if we just go into these, let's have a look. That one, technically, yes. That one, yes. That one, yes. That one, no. So we'll go to that one first. And what we're going to do is, if I just, luckily it hasn't been very long because I forgot to put the lid back on my brushed corduroy. So I've gone in, got myself a drink, got the dishwasher going, closed the windows because it was so hot, if you remember from, so I'll upload part 1 on the Monday, which is today, and I'll upload part 2, which is what we're doing now, on the Tuesday. So, right. So that's that side. We're going to go in here. So this time you can see that I'm actually going around like so, and not my normal just edging, because I want that soft edge going around, and then they'll be decorated. So just a little bit of that, so that it gives it that looking through look. On my inside, I want, and I'll have 2, so it doesn't give it too much bulk where the spine is. So what I'm going to do is I'll ink in here, and I'll ink in here. Right, and then I'm going to cover them completely, one side at a time. So I'm going to sit this one aside, and we'll get out our glue sheet like that, and we'll get out this glue. So I'm trialling a new glue. You know, I used my Bostik blue, which is getting harder to find. Found this one the other day because it's stationery time in all the stores, my favourite time of the year. It's a clear one, but it's 70% natural ingredients, 70% recycled container, printed using soy inks on that. So they reckon it's nice and green, hence the green label. I don't know. I got it because it was the only one I could get at the time. So I thought, well, I'll trial it. So I've popped my others aside to see how it's working. So far, it's working well. My only concern, of course, is that it's still the clear. So over here, so now I've popped a few things aside. So these are my, which is what all those scraps were. So I've just grabbed a few bigger sheets. And these are deli paper or butcher's paper or things that come inside. You know, the paper that comes inside handbags when you buy new handbags, or shoes, those sorts of things. I keep them all and I cut them up, and then I coffee dye them whenever I'm doing a batch of coffee dye. And they just, I love them. So they will always come out with their two-sided. So with this one, what I'll probably do is the lighter side. So we will just glue straight down here. I just realised this time I don't have my glasses. I wonder what I did with those while I was wandering around. We'll look for those in just a second. I've started this glue now. I've also closed all the windows because it's getting so hot. All right, so there's that one. Put this one on it. I have a horrible feeling I've put my glasses somewhere else. So I'm leaving just a little bit of a gap where that folds over, so that it will fold nicely. Now with this paper, it stretches out, so I always use my pot scrubber just to flatten it right out, so that I can see where I'm going, which is really hard because I don't know what I did with my glasses. Oh boy. All right, do the lid up on that. Now we'll trim this one off and do our other side. And yes, this time I'll keep my finger well and truly back. All right. And that one. All right, so there's that one. Now we'll do the same with our other side, and we'll slowly work our way through all our signatures to get these done. Or maybe not slowly. We'll go as quickly as we can. How's that? I'm hoping we can get this done now for this one, and it's not a part 3, but we'll wait and see. And I didn't even look up this time to see what time I started. Now, the only thing wrong with this paper is that it's not square. And when I cut it, it's not square because I grab it and rip it with my ruler into round about A4 size sheets, because that fits in my foil trays for when I'm coffee dyeing. So they're not always square. Hold that over, give that a push. Cut that one off. And this then tones everything down and gives it all a matchy-matchy type look too. Right, there's that one. So he's now been finished. We'll give this bit here. If you find some of them don't glue, like I've got a bit there that hasn't, what I'm going to do is use my liquid glue. And as I said, it's got to be quick because everything's just coming out everywhere today. So I'm just going to go in there where it hasn't glued. And then I'll give that a push down. Right. Lovely, no glue on that. Right, in there, and down that one. All right, that one is finished. So here's my centre one, and we'll keep going from there. No, he wasn't my centre one. Where was he? Was in there, wasn't it? All right. Go around with my ink pad because I'm not touching this one at this stage. It might have pockets on it, but I just want to get the others all covered. I thought it was strange that I'd started in the centre. I usually start on the out so that then I can build it again as each one is finished. Right, there we go. Done. And of course my crease bits, because I like those done. This ink pad is getting very dry. Again, it's probably the heat. That one doesn't need it. So that's my outside. That's my next one. Right, sit them there. So this guy is next. Yes, I want some space. This one, I don't mind this colour on the front, and by the time I pop a pocket or something like that and some decoration on it, some ephemera, bits and pieces, it'll all blend in. So I'm just gonna, I know that bit's like that. This bit, like so. That's that. This one has tab, I think, wasn't it? It wasn't a pocket. That was our red one from memory. This can be a fold-out page. So, and then these ones we're going to cover with this again. Okay, so back to our glue. Starting here, I'm just going to turn it around because I can go to the crease line each time. But I do want those done, just to give it a little bit of darkness, because I don't take those papers all the way over the crease, because I don't want the bulk, because I'm using scrapbook paper and not digitals. Then I will just darken the edges so that they don't look so obvious when they're in, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, so I'm hoping it makes sense to you. Right. I can't believe that I don't have glasses to do this. Just push that over to make sure it's not, nope, see how it's not creasing? If you've got it too close, it will fold over and crease when you want to fold your page back over. So just always double check that before you get too far down with your gluing. Down here, like that. All right, you can trim that one off. I'm off my page. Move that one over. I hope I'm still in shot. I'm still getting used to the microphone and the cords for the microphone. So I have them wrapped around my neck and up and over and all the rest. So, oh, I missed part one. Yep. So they run across the top of my tripod, then around my neck, coming over down to my right side where I've got it clipped in. But it also means that it's sitting in front of me. So as well as not having glasses, I've got a cord running across the front of my face. So yeah, and I've got to try and remember not to move in a hurry and take the whole thing with me, because I'll take you with me. It'll just keep coming with the tripod. There will be a better way. We'll work it out as we go. But this is me trying to be more technical, because my family keep telling me I need to go that next step. So obviously they're encouraging that. As I said, our son bought me the microphone, and we're going to use it. That's not going to fit there, but it will fit on that one. So we'll go back to this one and put that there. I'm going to fold that under and that under. Just because I'm lazy and I can't bother getting another piece of paper. So, don't get me wrong, I like this black paper, but not for what I'm doing now. And in all honesty, I'm saving it and saving it and saving it for just the right occasion. I've got to use them. I just have to use them. So that's what we're doing, and that's going that way. That one might be a bit too far over. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll stretch him out. Take that back. So you can see how I'm taking it back. Alright. My glue's drying ever so quickly today, so sorry. Should have looked at the temperature before I got back on, shouldn't I? And, oh no, that's what I'm going to. That works better. Look at that. All right, trim that one off without cutting our fold or our finger. New mantra, do not cut the finger. Away. Oh. It's there that I've missed it. There it is. Right. And that one. Gotcha. So, I'll link that one as we go. And then we can do our fold over flap. Because this one's going to be the flap, whereas the red one's going to have it folded over to a pocket, so I won't need to cover that section. So this one we need to now cover. Always put the lid back on your ink today, Kylie, because it's just a little bit warm. I think it's time for a new glue sheet. I really do. So now we'll do this one. Carefully going up there. I'm doing all right without the glasses. I'm fairly impressed. I know I've got a spare pair up over there, but whether I can reach them or not is another thing. We'll see how we go. All right. So for our last piece, not going to fit that way, but it will fit that way. Don't want to go too close again. Just stretching it all out. You can see where it's got to go to. If you just drop it down, you can see that you've got your sections done. It's a bit close. Right. We'll drop that one. And that page is done, ready to be decorated. Down here. Gone silent, haven't I? Sorry. Bit heat addled. Right, that's that one done. So now they're all starting to become matchy-matchy. I'm starting to think I'm not going to finish this today, in this one. Right, so that folds over there, that folds over there, that goes into our next section. Now, we've got our doobie here. I need to take off some of those. And I'm still debating about that. I am thinking maybe of popping some acetate behind it. I guess I probably should have put that at the top. But I want it on that side. I'll have a think about that because, as I said, I'm thinking about putting some acetate on it, on the back, making it a pocket, maybe putting a border or something there. So we're going to go the other way, aren't we? Right. So here's this monstrosity of this red. I love the grid on the other side. We'll just ink that up. And this red we're now going to get rid of. Straight down there. and the pocket, of course, on the inside. That one. That bit. I'm not going to punch a little notch in it because it's small enough as it is anyway. So that's not going to fit. We need the other sheet of that. I grabbed 2 full sheets because I knew I had this red to do. As much as I like that, they're more paler, all the others, so we're going with the pale one. Now, if I go there, like so, I need to do this bit. Might need to go the darker colour, actually. Might need to put some ink on it because my blending tools are not. So I've gone back to my gathered twigs just to give it some darkness to literally cover up that red. I don't mind if it's a dark brown colour, but I don't want that red showing as red. So now I've got this. But again, that's just me. How about we put the lids on the right ones? That one and that one. Right, so we'll do this one first. And I'm always better because I'm a righty. I do it that way. Pop it down and go out like so. So back with our glue. Back with our glue sheet. Straight down our crease. And then down our sides. Because this one's quite a big section to cover. So making sure we've got nicely done all the way around. Look at that one. I'm going above because you can never tell how straight this is, as I said before. That should be fine. Yep, look at that. And then down with this and start working our scraper out. But it is just this paper. If you're using normal copy paper, then it doesn't do this. This is just this softer paper that, as I said before, you find in the centre of handbags when you're purchasing handbags. Luckily, I have a 20-year-old daughter who purchases a lot of handbags. You'll find them occasionally in the centres of shoes when you purchase shoes, or sometimes your butcher's paper is as good as this as well. I do butcher's paper up, but yeah. So, done. Yep, done. Take this from here down to here. And then that one. Move that glue. Move thine glue, Kylie. Right. Set it that way so it doesn't sit on the glue book. So now I have no red. And that was the plan. I've done so many layouts with this one. Oh, it came out years and years and years ago. So, and I used a lot of it in boys' pages and stuff like that. But the rest of it's been sitting here since I stopped scrapbooking. And, but I kept hoarding it, you know. Oh, no, I won't chuck it out. Oh, no, I won't donate it. Oh, I might use it. Oh, you know. But you don't. You just don't. So use it. Maybe not for the thing it was intended for. You know, and I'd kept all this for these boys' pages and all the rest. It's not going to happen. So we'll just get rid of the red. I just need flattening down a little bit more. We'll just get rid of the red, and that way I can still use the grid. Okay, so now we've got our centre one, but our centre one doesn't need to go all the way down. So our centre one really only needs to come to about here. So we're looking there. If I'm going to put a little pencil mark, if we can find the pencil, there it is, underneath all that. So that's where it comes to. So if I go a little bit back from that, about there, here am I ring. So I only need this to be about that. Now if I chop this at where that pencil mark is, it's going to come past it because it stretches out. So I can chop it just a little bit closer. Okay, and I'll just put that straight with my ruler and we'll tear it. So round about on that one, find this one, which is about there, like that. Okay, so this one will now be adhered in there, like so. And I'm actually going to use that torn side because I like the look of that torn side in there. So when I glue this one, sorry, I keep scratching where that microphone is. Awesome, Kyles. So I reckon I fade in while I'm scratching it. So when I glue this one, again, we're going to go right up to our crease. We don't need to go all the way down. We're going to go a little way down because we want to make sure we've got it. But we're not then going to adhere our pocket until we know that that glue is completely dry. I can see a spot down there that I've missed. Right. So just a little bit above again, stretching it down. Right. So you can see there's my mark that I made. You watch when I come over. It's almost going to come straight to it because this paper stretches so much. Yep, look at that. Beautiful. Down there. Cover those ones in. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So you can see that this is all still wet with glue. So we're not going to adhere our pocket together just yet because we need to make sure that that's completely dried. So we'll do that one. And oh my word, it's getting hot. Sorry, bit of a hot flush. Whew. Right, that's that. That's that. I can ink around that. I do just need a cold drink. Wow. Right. We are meant to be having thunderstorms all day too, so we'll see. They were rolling around this morning when I got up, but they seem to have gone now, which means it put the humidity right up again and not changed anything because they're all going to keep coming back all day. Right, so there's that one. Now I've got rid of my red. This will go on like so once that glue is dry. So I'm just going to set that aside and I'm happy with that side. So our next one that we had was this. I quite like the blue. So we're going to just ink around our blue. And again, I'm going to do that looking through the ink. Oh, that's what I call it. So that it comes out further and it's a softer effect. If you can't do it two-handed, just sit it on your table and go around like that. Do it on something that you can still wipe over. Don't do it on these mats because you won't get the ink off properly and you'll start to stain everything else. All your lovely work will start to pick up the ink. Okay? So it's just a little circular motion. Right, so I've got that soft effect going around. This one, we're just going to cover this. Look, and I've got, nope. Yep, that one will fit. We're nearly through them. And I've already thought what I want to do for that scalloped piece that we were playing with last time, and I'm going to stamp the inside of it. So that's next. Didn't do that, did I? Did anybody not see that I hadn't inked my spine piece, my crease? And nobody told me. Wow. Maybe I should do lives. Just so that you can all shout out and tell me. Right, that's that one. I really must look at the time. I know, we're all time scared. Let's have a look. 31 minutes, doing well. But no, we're not going to finish it. Sorry. Alright. What's that? Now I need to go down this. Go on that side. Love this paper when it came out. Alright, our other side. Back to that one. Like so. Oof. Oh, this is becoming so gluey. Let's just see if I can do that. Fold it that way. Fold it that way, and now we're fairly fresh again. Some of those strips. That one. All right. I've got to stop saying that, don't I? It's because when I'm here working on my own, I talk to myself all the time. Just like I talk to you guys, well, I talk to myself. And I'm forever saying, right, because I've thought of what else I'm doing next, and I'll be answering myself as I work. So, you know, the general rule of thumb for all the kids these days is if the tripod's out, yes, I'm filming. If there's no tripod, I'm just talking to myself, and you can butt in. Sometimes this house is like a madhouse. So, just, yeah, I need a few. And because my office is in the middle of the house. Yep, I know. One day I'm going to have another house, I promise myself. But my office is right in the middle of the house, no doors. So it's open to the hall that runs down the house. And, of course, the front of the house, front door, and then master bedroom. But the rest of the house, past the office, is the living areas, the kitchen areas, and all the kids' rooms. So they all have to go past me when they're heading out. Right. See, I've done it again, sorry. It's because I talk to myself all the time. Fix that one up. Now I want to stamp our little scallopy piece, and I think I'm thinking that I just want a large script stamp. Oh, actually, there's a couple of options. So, going to sit that one over here on there. So this is this one, remember? And these will be adhered down across here to make little tucks. They will need to be inked. Ha! We were doing that before, weren't we? So we didn't think to do that bit. Just to take that blue out. Right. See? Right. Gonna have to do a live just so that you can all shout at me. Okay. How's that? Better. And now I just want to go around my scallops and highlight my scallops. And I will probably do that on the other side as well, the inside of these bits. Might need some more. You can see I'm really rough with these ones. You can take lots of care when you're doing scallops, or you can just chuck them on. Now the outside, which is this piece, will be seen at the bottom. I'll probably have some pockets, but if I do that to start with, whereas this side, I'm going to have a strip going through there of, I don't need to do those, of something, pockets, etc. So just to cover up that branding. Now, I'm actually quite liking these. That looks a bit better. Okay, so down here in my script stamps, thinking this one's fairly large, and I can just do the one, but I did just have a thought, and I don't know if I've got it sitting here or over there, so let's just have a quick squeeze, move that one out, put that one back. And I think I had it over here. Yeah, I do still have it over here. So I've got a darker and dual one that is just this handwriting one, and I love it. It works. Actually, I used it on this one, on the back of this. So see how this has all got this handwriting left, right and centre on this. Now this was just a an envelope, and it was just one of those natural coloured, craft coloured ones, the recycled ones that come through with one of the utility bills. So, but I love the envelopes. All right, so let's have a look. It's leaving me with a strip just there, isn't it? So let's have a look at this one, because this one is wider. That works. That works, doesn't it? We might just do that, and then I can do that side over there. Doesn't matter that it goes over to these, because they're going to be folded over. So let's do that. Now, I need that one for this, because it's too big for my little Misty that I have. And put my scrap piece of paper on there. Now, usually I stand up with this one. We'll see how we go. And I'm going to go side on. I could probably stand up. Because it's a heavier weight or a larger stamp, I will usually stand up. So, just sit that on there. It literally just fits. Move my chair back. It'll probably creak. How's that? And then what we'll do, flatten these ones back down so that we're all nice and flat. Okay. And then this will go, because what I'm going to do is line up this line with it, none of the others. So I'm thinking, colour-wise, do I want a darker colour? Do I want a lighter colour? Let's go lighter. Let's have a think. So what about the tree branch in that? So it takes a bit to ink up. Probably should have been the Versaclear, because it's pigment ink and it's going to take longer to dry. And in this heat, that might have been a better option with a bigger stamp. Oh, oh well. Oh well. Oh. So I'm going to line it up with that one. Make sure I'm at the top of those. And then we're going to put lots of pressure on it. Okay. We'll just work our way around. Because it's a larger stamp, I don't mind if it comes out a little bit blotchy because I'm using it as a background. And there'll be, you know, ephemera in it and tags and all the rest. You ready? Oh no, I like that. How's that? Like that. Right, so now we do the other side. And this time we'll go from that side. And in which case, I'm actually going to turn it back around so that I can see this line. But I need to remember to have my stamp going the other way as well. Right. Fold this one back in again so that it's nice and flat. Keeping it on your stamping mat. Always a good idea to have your stamp flat when you're doing this. Just move that. So then you can put even pressure across the whole thing and you work your way around. Move your ink pad. Don't just do that because you'll end up with lines across this. So move your ink pad as you go. Making sure you get your corners. Right, nicely inked up. That one back on there. And let's have a look. Alright, measuring it back up to that folded crease and down. Now, get your muscles back out again with the big ones. Work your way along your stamp. Down like so. You ready? City. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Right, sit you there. Sit you there. Sit back down again. Maybe I need one of those standy desks as well. Oh, but while I'm up here, I might see if I can find my glasses. Should I? Hang on, close that. I know I've got other glasses in there. I can't find them though. Oh yes, I can. There we go. Found another pair of glasses. Right, put those on. I think I'm doing rather well for it. Hey, guess what? My glasses were on my head. I just went to put the other glasses on to find that I couldn't because these glasses were on. Oh my word. Oh wow, Kylie. Right, as you were. So now I've got this background and I'm quite happy with that. That looks quite a treat actually. So we're going to pop a little border thing in here just to cover up this, and then these can be adhered down like so, and then you've got this one. So we need to find something nice, but well, I'm not saying this is not nice. Now that's a book page. And I could do that with some lace, couldn't I? Because it doesn't need to be in there. But I quite like this. So let's see where that goes to. Because I'm quite happy with that. That's about even, isn't it? So let's just tear that bit off. Popping that down there like that. And that one. Yep. Popping that one down there like that. Let's have a look. I can't believe my glasses are on. And I couldn't see before. Going over there and there. I could actually just leave that. I like that, but I did have a thought of the lace. So, let's have a look. You might be too wide. Yes. This is the lace that I was tea dyeing the other day, so I've got a selection of them here because they haven't gone out or gone back into their containers yet. One's not bad. I could have both, couldn't I? I like that, actually. And I had one that was slightly wider. Don't know. Oh, there you go. That gives me all of it, doesn't it? Let's do that. That needs to be down. We use my fabric glue. No, what I'm going to do is adhere that on first, I think. So we'll just go with the glue. Down into that. About there, that's about even. Let's just double check you and you, yep. So right on the edge, Kylie, that'll stick that piece down. As this is an old book, I don't want to use my pot scrubber on it, so I'm just going to push it down like so. Now, this one needs to be about that length. This one's back over there. And we'll go back to the fabric glue. And we'll just go straight down there. Fabric glue, come out. Come out wherever you are. Across a bit wider because we can get that all that bottom section glued in like so. Now we'll pop that one in because it's drying straight away. Right on the edge. Alright, now I can actually glue the bottom of those ones down and it's done. Just for something a little bit different. And we've now started using some of the, the specialty papers that we get with our scrapbooking and all the rest. So, pop the lid back on that. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. That I'm quite impressed with. Give that a crease again. Do we like that? I like that. Just going to clip you while you're taking to that. You've taken, haven't you? Yep. Right. So let's have a look. Let's put the other glasses back. Let's have a look and see what we've done with this guy. Because I've got them everywhere. And I'm thinking that this one might be dry now. Yes. So we can adhere that bit down as well. Right, just like that. Get rid of the excess glue. And we've got stuff everywhere. That one, and that one, that one, and then we had that one, didn't we? That one, I don't think so, but it is now. And we've got this one. So there's only these ones to do. We might leave it here now. I'll do those ones because you know what it is that I'm doing with them now anyway. And I'll do those ones off camera, and then we will come back for part 3 and we'll sew it all together. I'll show you how to do your magnetic clip as well and start doing our ephemera for it. So thanks for watching, guys. This, as I said, was part 2. So it's Tuesday, and we'll put the next one up tomorrow on Wednesday. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.